Once a Mountaineer, always a Mountaineer. You hear it all the time, not only in Morgantown, but also across the entire state of West Virginia. Well, on Saturday, several former WVU football players returned for a great cause.
The idea came to me when I was grading public relations papers, and Geno Smith was he was actually in the training camp for the Jets, and I looked at that and I kept looking at Geno, looking down at WVU, and I kept looking back up and I thought, why don't we invite those guys back here for the kids?
That's when the Once a Mountaineer, Always a Mountaineer campaign was born, and it began bright and early from inside the WVU Student Rec Center.
You want to be able to interact and please these kids because, you know, the thing on their mind is, I want to get to my favorite player. I want to get to, you know, the quarterback. I want to get to the wide receiver, and this is their opportunity to interact with the players, interact with their favorite guys, and you know, this is, in my opinion, the give back.
I came last year, and it was a great event that Dr. Ock put on last year. So once she asked me again, I was already more than willing, ready to come back. And this morning we went to the recreational center and ran around with the kids, did a couple drills, and that's always exciting. You get to run around with them, put a smile on their face, and then they put a smile on my face.
Man, those kids had so much energy. So it's like, you know, us getting out there and getting a chance to, you know, play with them, you know, was great because it wouldn't seem like they don't have, you know, that much, you know, time to, you know, play around and stuff. But we're just, you know, just glad to be back. You know, glad to give back. You know, that's the major thing. You know, we spent time here at this university, you know, putting in work to get to the position that we're in. So giving back, you know, that's just a small percentage of what we can do for the kids and their families.
If you don't know the song, just mumble. Like, if you don't know the word, just mumble.
I just think that the best part about today was getting physical, active, and helping kids see what's better for them instead of just laying around the house eating chips.
After running around all morning, the former Mountaineers were finally able to catch their breath. Next up on the agenda, a visit to the WVU Children's Hospital.
Seahawks on one.
No. It makes me realize how blessed I truly am because, you know, I was fortunate enough, you know, to not have to deal with any, you know, health issues, you know, from birth until now, you know, and those families are very strong. Those kids are very strong. You know, when we were in there, we were just, you know, making sure we said prayers for them. You know, told their parents to stay strong because, you know, the kids need them to stay strong for them. You know, if the kids see that the parents are strong and upholding, the kids will also be that.
I mean, the first thing you feel bad for them. Like you thinking, what has this kid done to deserve this? Like, there's no way he done anything to deserve that. And then you just, it makes you realize how good you got it. It's like sometimes you want to complain about something or you be down on yourself and you like, I got nothing to complain. I got my health, and so anytime I go in there, I just try to see if I can raise their spirit somehow. They love seeing us, we love seeing them, and maybe that's going to be what gets them through their rehab.
Whenever you think you have a problem going on, whenever you think you have an issue going on, take a walk into that hospital. You know, go up onto the 8th floor and just walk around and see some of the situations and the problems these kids are really dealing with, and it'll really bring things back into perspective for you to know that my situation really isn't that bad. These kids are fighting for their lives, and there's really nothing that you can do about it. You can't pat them on the back. You can't, you know, say, sweetie, it's going to be okay. These are life and death situations and, you know, diseases that these kids are fighting to stay alive for. So it is the most humbling experience, and I've probably walked through those doors over 20 times, and it doesn't get any easier. Every single time it brings you right back to earth. So it is very humbling.
So not only are the players impacting the children in the hospital, but the guys, the players remember these stories of the kids and they bring it back home with them too. And the thing is, it goes back to that once you come to WVU and you're a Mountaineer and you're a graduate, it stays within you, it's in your heart. And I think that's why the players always want to come back and do well for the kids in the state of West Virginia.
Saturday's event created many memories, but above all, it proved that no matter where life takes these former Mountaineers, Morgantown will always be their second home. Reporting for WVUsports.com, I'm Matt Hosworth.